Dutch music band CRANES, with the help of Armenian community Karot, that was formed in the Kingdom of Netherlands, arrived in Armenia on the 26th of April. A music band formed with 21 musicians had a beneficiary tour in Armenia, where the roots of Christianity are. In 7 days, they saw all Armenia, from north to south and from east to west. They get introduced to Armenian history, culture, cuisine, and so on. They were in churches that have history of ages, and in monuments of history and nature. They tasted and appreciated Armenian traditional and delicious cuisine and liked Armenian sweet water. They listened and sang Armenian songs and danced in Armenian music with pleasure as well. They gave charity concerts in Armenian towns and villages, as well as visited orphanage and retirement home which present they were in need of. During days that were not like each other, joy and sadness, amazement, surprise and admiration were mixed together. We can't describe it with the help of words, as they couldn't describe it entirely. Those 7 days passed like a moment. Nevertheless, it will remain in our memories and hearts like a wonderful event of life. So, let's talk about it more detailed. Their travel started in Yerevan, Zvartnots airport, where they prepared a nice flash mob and just arrived in Armenia that, to surprise of Armenians, was in the Armenian language. After long flight, they needed rest, so they were taken to a comfortable hotel. After having rest and breakfast, they visited Memorial Tizarnakabert, dedicated to victims that fell to Armenian genocide in the beginning of the 20th century. They went on their travel, visiting Matenadaran, where old Armenian manuscripts are displayed. After they had dinner in one of the famous Armenian restaurants, where they had fun dancing and singing Armenian songs. On second day, they visited Sarnosavang and admired Kasakh River, saw Armenian famous writers Hovannes Tumanyan's House Museum, and were among the river that was a source of his inspiration. They gave a great concert in Hakhbat Monastery, where a local music band and a band of folk instruments of Alaverdi gave a welcoming concert in Bak, after which they saw village life of Armenia. The baker of those occasions were governor of region and governor of village Hakhbat. Next day, children of Panadzor orphanage had prepared a nice performance special for them. The performance had a wonderful continuation as our guests surprised children with their divine singing. From here, their road led them to Goshavan, that has cultural great value, as Mkhitar Gosh, after who is the monastery called, was the forefather of Armenian first legislation. His grave is in Goshavank as well. In the way to Yerevan, we occasionally meet young people coming from Georgia. In the evening, we already were in one of the prestigious restaurants of Yerevan, where different delicious dishes prepared special for them were waiting for. They took great pleasure from next day traveling, during which, passing kilometers, they admired the symphony of songs that is considered to be treasure of Armenia. It rose to a great interest to have shopping in vernissage, where different souvenirs that are symbols of Armenia, paintings, and jewelry are sold. In the evening, they were expected in the retirement home, where people living there were impassioned to listening to their Armenian songs. After enjoying concert, they were amazed and excited. After having dinner in traditional Armenian restaurant, they walked in the beautiful night of Yerevan and had been in the Republic Square. In the next 3 days, we moved to the south of Armenia, regions of Vayotdar and Sunni. During these 3 days, admiration and love towards Armenia has reached its culmination. And the group saw Horvirab, where Grigor the Savorich was imprisoned, who is considered the spreader of Christianity in Armenia. They visited Noravang, where mountains and churches together are a wonderful combination. They had been in the motherland of wine Armenia, where they degustated different Armenian wines. The most beautiful waterfall of Armenia Shaki made them admire, after which they were in Karahunch, that is older than English Stonehenge and has the oldest observatory of the world. They met a music band of Sisian, where they had fun singing together. In the morning, the longest roadway that is listed in the World Records Book of Guinness took them to Tatav Monastery. Adrenaline reached its top while passing floppy bridge of Khanzaresk. Passing the bridge, they saw caves where many years ago had been living Armenians, native people of Khanzaresk. They were in Jermuk, that is famous to the world with its health resorts. They saw the highest waterfall of Armenia in Jermuk, tried several types of healing minerals with different temperatures coming under the ground. They visited Home Museum, saw one of Armenian famous writer of Arusevak, who is the author of words of one of the songs that sing Dutch music band. During the week, they had different audience and had been to local famous hotels and tried local dishes such as fishish khan, that is traditional Armenian fish. On the way to Yerevan, they visited the home of Lidov Karot community, where after dinner, all of them gave each other Thanksgiving moments, danced and gave presents to the organizers of that unforgettable tour. The most sad moment of the occasion was in Zvartnots airport, when the time for their leaving had come. They couldn't help crying and promised to come to Armenia again, and we, waiting for them, are again saying, "Welcome to Armenia."